Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I just wanted to bring you guys an unscripted video reflecting on 2021. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been super supportive of my content over the last year. 2021 was a very interesting year and a very exciting year, and I wouldn't be where I am right now without you guys. Your support means the world to me, and I appreciate every single one of you. So let's go ahead and start things off at the beginning of 2021. January of 2021 was a great start because Division Z had the opportunity to interview Jose and Michael and all the other guys from ZWC3 to officially announce ZWC3 to the entire Zombies community. So many people came out to watch, and so many people started to get excited about a Zombies esports event, and not only just any Zombies esports event, this was ZWC3 being held in Las Vegas at the HyperX Esports Arena. So many people were super excited for the event, and honestly, ZWC3 was such a great time. But I'll talk about ZWC3 in a little bit. Next, I kind of want to touch on just Black Ops Cold War as a whole, because this was the year where Black Ops Cold War had its life cycle, and all the DLC and all the seasons came out for Black Ops Cold War. And honestly, it's some of the most fun I've ever had with video games ever. I mean, all of the seasons in Black Ops Cold War were really fun to cover. The operator missions, the weapon unlock challenges in Zombies, those are some of my favorite videos that I've ever made, and I really appreciate everybody watching those videos over the last year. And then there's also the just content that came with the seasons as well, like the limited time events, the new operators, the storyline of Black Ops Cold War was really cool. It was just a really fun year for Call of Duty, in my opinion. It definitely had its ups and downs, but at the end of the day, Black Ops Cold War is personally one of my favorite games of all time because of what I experienced over the last year. So thank you, Treyarch, for Black Ops Cold War. It's definitely a great game. Another thing that I'm really grateful for that happened over 2021 was the amount of support that Division Z got, because Division Z first started off as just, we're just going to do a Zombies podcast, but to me, it's evolved into so much more. Like we've done charity events, we're starting to do Let's Plays, and to me, Division Z is starting to become more, and it's because of everyone's support of Division Z as well. And some of the great guests we've had on Division Z, like Dave Boat, the voice actor of Stuhlinger, DK Dynamite, Greg FPS, COD Zombies HQ. The list honestly goes on and on and on. We've had so many great guests. We've also had the opportunity to raise money for veterans through Wounded Warrior Project and Stack Up, which honestly were some of my favorite events of this year, because as you guys know, helping out veterans charities is something that is meaningful to K Cosmic and I, and we were so happy to be able to help out the cause. So then later on down the line during 2021, I found out that I was going to be a commentator at ZWC3. When I first heard that I was going to be doing that, I was ecstatic. I wanted to just skip ahead and go to ZWC3 right away and start right away, and honestly, it was so excited for a number of reasons. I mean, it's a Zombies community esports event. It's at the HyperX Esports Arena in Las Vegas at the Luxor. And it was such a great venue. It still is a great venue. I mean, I would highly recommend checking out the Twitter account for HyperX and checking out some of the screenshots and checking out some of the stuff they have there. And if you guys have the opportunity to go, if you're in Vegas, I would definitely recommend it. And it was such a great event. And one of the coolest things to me was the fact that I got to collaborate with people that I had met online and finally work with them in person in a production. For example, Turbo. Turbo's been on the Division Z podcast so many times, and him and I are friends, and it was really cool to finally work with Turbo in person in a production, and the energy was just there. It all just clicked and connected really well. In addition to that, there were a bunch of other Zombies content creators there, like Chopper, MC Sports Talk, Rad Austin 27, Greg FPS. There were so many people in the community there that I was really looking forward to working with, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to do that. Everyone there was really nice, and I am proud to call everybody there a friend, because the community has a lot of good sides to it, and that's definitely one of them. And of course, at ZWC3, we can't forget that Ganon Snipes took the whole thing, and even Ganon and I are friends online, and it's really cool that I got to meet a ton of new people in the community because of this event. I mean, ZWC3 is truly something that I will never ever forget. And I was a little bit sad leaving Vegas after the final day of ZWC3 because it was such an electrifying atmosphere, and you really had to be there. It's such a great environment, and just being around a event with people in the community that you're in it's such a great feeling, and I would definitely go back and relive that weekend in a heartbeat. And after ZWC3 ended, another opportunity was brought to me in the form of Z4C3, a group of people in the zombies community, including Zazu, the Legend, Caleb Ross, and just a bunch of other people came together to help out a charity called A Kid Again. And so they asked me to be a commentator for their event because they were doing a pseudo Easter eggs for charity style event where you had teams competing against each other in challenges, and it was really cool. And the charity that we were raising money for, A Kid Again, is a great charity, so I would highly recommend checking them out and checking out the great services that they offer for kids and their families. So basically, right after ZWC3, I had the opportunity to do that, and Greg FPS was actually my co-host throughout the entire thing, so that was pretty cool as well. And I think an event like Z4C3 and ZWC3 for that matter speaks volumes to how great this community is when everybody comes together and puts on one of these great events. So for those of you who are saying zombies is dying, it's on a downtrend right now because of Vanguard, and we all know how Vanguard is right now, but it's gonna be the people in the community that uplift everybody, and it's going to be the unique ideas and the unique events like Z4C3, like ZWC3, that are going to keep the community alive for years to come, in my opinion, because I think the potential to do something like that is definitely there. Another major thing that happened for me personally in 2021 is I rediscovered my passion for acting in the form of voice acting. For those of you who might not know, I recently picked up voice acting again, and earlier this year, how that came about was one of my other zombies friends, Tessa, was making a custom zombies map called Speedball, and it's actually available on the Steam Workshop right now. I'd highly recommend it. And she was looking for a voice for her map, and she ended up just asking me because she knew I had a background in acting, and I figured, what the heck, let's go have some fun. I haven't acted in a while, but let's just go have some fun. And the moment I stepped behind the microphone to do something acting related and to do something voice acting related, it was like that spark, that the spark got reignited, and I felt like I needed to do it. Not that I just wanted to do it, because I want to do it, but it felt like I needed to do it, if that makes any sense. It's that strong feeling that this feels right, and this is what I want to do. And because I rediscovered my love for voice acting, I went ahead and I got a voice acting reel, and my good friends over at Voicecaster did an awesome job helping me out with my reel. If you guys want to check out the reel, it is linked down below in the description. And then another thing that happened this year was I joined Obey Undead. This is more of a recent development that happened, but if you guys don't know what Obey Undead is, basically Obey Undead is the Obey Alliance Zombies team. Obey Undead does content creation, tournaments, we go for world records, and it's basically what you would expect in a zombies team. And I'm super thankful to have joined a content creation team for zombies. I'm really looking forward to the future of that. I did only just join Obey a couple weeks ago, so it's one of those things where I'm really looking forward to the future and seeing where it goes. But at the end of the day, like I said at the beginning of the video, none of these things that I talked about would have been possible without the support of you guys at home watching the videos, watching the live streams, and things like that. The amount of growth on the channels that I had over the last year means the world to me, because I started 2021 at just over 1,000 subscribers, and now I'm sitting at roughly 4,830 on YouTube, and to me that's insane. Like, that kind of growth in a year is insane for a small channel like me. And even on Twitch, I've gained a bunch of new followers on Twitch, and I'm so thankful for it all, and I really appreciate every one of you. So one last time, so I don't sound like a broken record, thank you all so much for your support. You guys are awesome. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. This was definitely a different style video than I would normally do. I would normally just have my bullet points of what I would talk about in the video, but today I decided to just press record, talk into the microphone, and speak my mind about 2021 and to give thanks to all of you watching. And of course, 2022 is around the corner, so let's make 2022 a great year. And with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you're excited excited for 2022. Leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer, and check out all the links down below in the description so you stay up to date with everything that I do. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next year.